Welcome to round of 16 action here at the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2. Simon Talbot here with Callum Faulkner. Excited for this one, Cal?
Yeah, this will be a good one. I think this will probably be our highest matchup quality-wise that we've seen on stream. Expecting a nice tight game. Really hoping that Bliv don't kind of blast away here.
Yeah, we're coming to you live on Ulti TV, free all weekend. Thanks to the Australian Flying Disc Association and thanks to the City of Logan and the Beenleigh Multisports Association putting this action on. You can hear the siren going in the background to say that is game on. We're the final of 5 games today. We've got Lunchbox out of Brisbane in the dark jerseys, and we've got Oblivion out of Melbourne, the eastern suburbs, in the light. First option getting underway. Suddy sends it long. Looking for Salisbury. That's floating out the back, though. And we're seeing a few throws do that this weekend, Cal.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a breeze today, going from the right of your screen to the left, and Suddy not dialed in just yet. That breeze taking a hold of it, pushing it out.
We're expecting a bit of this from these two teams today. Both like big throws, want to get the goals on the board early. I've seen Oblivion finish a lot of their games inside an hour so far this weekend, so getting points on the board quickly is a priority for them. Bradley to Waller getting up high for it. He's got Patterson probably 50 metres too far deep at the moment. Tafer. A lot of cuts heading away from him. Alex Patterson coming under. He looks it off. Still there. Getting a bit tangled. Waller sends the big hammer looking for Nick Kara. Alex Nee is also there. And Akari, who Rumor gets a hand to that one. She was just sitting out deep that entire time, expecting that long shot, Cal.
Yeah, look, Waller is a shooter. Yeah. He's going to do it all day. So, look, if you're Lunchbox and you see that man with the disc, you got to know that he wants to throw it long. He did it all last year. Yeah. I watched him throw like a 90-meter backhand huck to one of his boys. So,
Kaczarski with the restart. Salisbury. Cuts heading away from her at the moment. We have Yana He with the lateral option. Everything well covered by Oblivion at the moment. Lunchbox is having to recycle a few. Haruma urging cutters to come towards her. Things are a bit tangled up. That was a high store count. Kaczarski goes lateral. There's a long option on. Salisbury to Suddy.
Yeah, Archer Shaw.
Suddy out wide. Archer Shaw sends it long down the line into the hands of Bridget Walters for Lunchbox's first goal. Bit of heat on everything there by Oblivion, but very tight direct throwing from Lunchbox.
Yeah, Archer Shaw just working up and down the paddock, putting Tafer on the treadmill and making him work hard on D. The young man finds his disc up on the high side. A great break throw from Suddy and turns and shoots. Look at that. Slightly off balance. That is...
Weighted that beautifully. Just
such a good throw.
Dropped it into the front corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Bridget Walters comes up with the goods, and yeah, that's good signs early. Yeah. See Lunchbox able to dial into that wind.
So an offensive hold to start. So conditions, it's been warm all weekend. We are in Queensland, the Sunshine State. We're about half an hour south of Brisbane. High 20s Celsius, very humid, very muggy, sticky conditions. And the wind's been swirling around all weekend. Bissett to feel the pull for Oblivion. Rabber. They've got a very spread out horizontal stack looking here. Bissett. Lateral to Rabber, centre field. They've got two cutters sitting very deep off screen at the moment, letting the handlers work it around. Rabber, Bissett, through to Henriksen. Gets it a full stretch on the doorstep. Into Ruby Anderson.
Oh, travel called.
Unsurprising. When you get a lot of quick movement like that, it is hard to slow down sometimes. So it'll come back to Per Henriksen. Centre field, about 3 metres from goal. He's got Menzies and Langston on his right who've got the advantage on their defenders. So nice, easy jump in for the goal.
And there it is. Nice and
Was
simple.
it worth calling that one back? I mean...
Same result.
Yeah.
Very quickly. That's okay. What we'll do is we'll take this time to shout out our New Zealand Ultimate crew. Our squad over in New Zealand filming the Div 2 Nationals. We were looking to cut towards them last game, we're just unable to, but they're over there, they're streaming. So if you ever want to watch some of the Div 2 Nationals over there, see what they're like across the channel. Yep. Our team's been working really hard. They're on like 2 hours of sleep. They're just slaving away, and yeah, huge credit to them. So
they're doing two fields live each game, I believe.
Yeah, it's a big effort. A lot goes into putting on these streams, and people like you and I, son, we get the privilege just to yap away.
Sit here and talk.
Yeah, but there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. So really, shout out to Ulti TV. They do so much work trying to grow this sport and give us as much exposure as possible. So thank you so much.
Been doing it for a long time. Absolute professionals. Waller with the pull. Going into the wind, he's got good distance and hang time on that one. So Kocharski, Thomas, and Waller's weared that one beautifully. Gets the double effort onto it. Not going to give him great field position, but have at least got it. So, so it knocks out of bounds.
Just rolled out.
Yeah,
slightly.
So Alex Nee to bring it into play. About 18 from goal. Low backhand into the shoelaces of Alex Patterson. Not the most optimal of layouts, but I mean, she got down, got 2 hands to it, secured the goal.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to throw a sinker, you're probably going to pick AP to throw it to. So
Lunchbox don't really have any answers for the, like your Ruby Anderson, your Alex Patterson, your Jess Parks, like your Australian national women's team representatives.
Yep.
What are some things you could probably do to sort of counter the effect of those guys if you're not going to win one-on-one matchups, Cal?
I mean, if they're on fire, pray, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Like, obviously, his only looks like if you saw it earlier, not really going to work. And any time an Oblivion puts out 7 people onto the line, there's going to be 3 or 4 pretty experienced handlers on at any given point. So I guess you're just going to have to try cause some chaos, maybe create turns. Like,
you'd almost sort of give up a few under sometimes, so sit an extra defender back and let them try and work the disc with a few more options. I mean, you've got to try something.
And we've talked about giving people who you think might throw it away the disc, and that could be an option for Lunchbox. We know that a lot of the men on this Oblivion team are huck heavy, and maybe in these conditions aren't going to be as successful.
Working it up quickly to Daunton. James. Back of their own brick mark. They're having to go negative yards, but maintaining possession. Pin to the sideline now. Eduardo finds the under.
Wow.
Huge layout block. Julia. Clean as you like.
What an exceptional layout block. And I mean, that is the brand she's built for herself.
Waller finds Patterson. Got Kabaya heading deep. Doubles back. Gets us nearly centre field. Gives her time to set up. Bit of non-verbal communication. Doesn't like many options. Finds Tafer. Gives the outlet. Heads to the end zone. Goodbye. Hitting the deck again. They're making her earn it today. But composure once she's upright. Having a look at every option that she's being clean. Finds the inside shot to Alex Patterson for her second goal.
Take a bow, Kabay. What a point from Julia Kabay. Would be really nice if the boys on this Oblivion team could learn how to throw to a girl's chest, but hey. Look, if there's anyone who's going to be able to scoop them up, it is the women on this team. They are going to carry the boys here, and we've seen it just then. Julia Kabay, clutch layout block on Madoir.
And that came from nowhere. Like, they just had nice, even pressure on all the unders, and Kabay just baited that beautifully. Sat behind Madoir, let her take the under, and then as soon as the throw's unleashed, just left her feet. And when you get a block like that out of nowhere, it sparks your team so much. She's a huge playmaker and is really going to, I guess, wake up the rest of the team now to sort of go, right, well, she set the standard. Yeah. We've got to meet that in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, rise to it. I think Madoir looks pretty upset on the sideline, but honestly, I don't know how much of that her fault is. The thrower kind of hesitated there.
The thrower put her under heat.
Yeah, well, she slowed down.
Yeah.
after the first fake, and then the throw was gone again. So to get double pumped and then have Maehr run through your back hip and get the block there, it's not much you can do. And just great defensive pressure and getting blocks.
I guess for Maehr, Kabay would have come from nowhere. Just flew past it, like no contact, no nothing. Would have just heard the whoosh. So Zach Thomas, he's going to happy to let that one roll. Carter's heading towards him. They're running lots of switches here, Oblivion, but shot goes up. Henriksen's gone deep, read that. He's knocked that out of the back. I think the target back there wasn't the best of throws. It was too flat, too direct.
In this win, it's going to be really hard to kind of get that bite and go back over the head of Henriksen, and he's got the lead. Like, he's got a great read. He's a very good defender, many years at the Div 1 level.
Horizontal set from Oblivion here. 4 cutters, 3 handlers, Rabber. Parks. Wide to Henriksen. It's gone over a few heads, but cleaned up by Anderson. Patterson heading deep. And you just got to put it kind of vaguely out in that direction. And she'll eat it up every time.
Well, a third already.
Third goal. 3 breaks in a row for Oblivion.
All 3 to Patterson?
Yep.
Nice. Well, I think Lunchbox might need to make that adjustment. Just clamp her up. I'm not sure what they need to do. Maybe something to prevent these looks from...
I think just setting more defenders deep and forcing Oblivion to throw more passes. Don't just let them send that 30, 40 metre gainer or 50 metre gainer in this instance straight away. Force them to swing, force them to go sideways, force them to become impatient. And that's when they're going to take the risks that they shouldn't.
Yeah, great work from Henriksen, getting into power position and throwing to, well, I mean, he's throwing to the right person.
Yeah.
He's getting into a position where, he's throwing to a very good receiver, not too difficult, but he has to get all the work to get there. So
the margin of error is basically the field boundary. As long as you can keep it in bounds, we're pretty good. This is going to get them good field position. Waller has put that as a roller in that front corner.
Hard from that end.
Yep. He's positioned that well. So Quinn James is going to be bringing it up. This will be a zone set, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you'd imagine a good little sideline trap here.
Yep.
With Liam Patterson in the deep space. Good looking rooster.
So this is sort of a well-rehearsed play. So Waller has practiced that pull for his entire career, and just the positioning of the pulls can become so critical and important. James moves the cone out of the way, which you're not allowed to do. And Tafer with a clean hand block. He knew that was going to be a high release, straight out of the hand, knocks it out of bounds. And Lunchbox couldn't even get a completed pass under that heat. So Waller to bring it in bounds. They'll look to isolate a cutter. Ethan Tafer looking to get the double happiness, heading towards the back corner. Goes full stretch, gets the layout. And before we even can think about it, Cal, we're out to 5-1.
Yeah. Look, it's the right move. I think I'm surprised we haven't seen more teams really try and get a solid sideline trap down this end today. I can't believe it's taken till the 5th game, but like, this is what it can do. This is what you need to be doing in windy conditions. And I know it looks unattractive to not do it, but you got to have someone negative there. Obviously, you don't want to get further back down into that corner, but it's going to open up that zone. It's scary, but you got to do it. Otherwise, you just get Tafer there. He knows, the only option's behind me. As long as I jump, I'm probably going to get a block here.
There's no faking to be done here because I know that's where your dump is set up. So it's
one option. If you're Tafer in that zone,
if
it's not going forward, if it's going to go right over your head. So does well. Quinn James unlucky to have the responsibility to pick up the disc there. I'm not sure if there's many other people on the line who are going to put up their hand, but shout out the young fella. I don't even know if he's out of his teens yet, but he's picking up that responsibility. I think he was something like 16 last year. So look, he's doing it again. He's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders to handle at such a young age on this lineup against this competition. So
another roller pull from Waller again, pinning to that sideline. They've missed the disc again. Again, they're going to be trapped on this corner, surrounded by Tafer, Kara, Bradley. This time it's Kurcharski picking it up with the honours. He'll look to move it lateral pretty early in the count, I think. But everything's well covered there in the corner by Oblivion.
Yeah,
has to just send it. Patterson's underneath it. Up he gets. Takes it out. And he's done an absolute number on Jesse Schwartz on the way through.
Wow. See it on the replay. Very long, boys.
Garnier very much jumped into him, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is a foul call here. A game advisor Mary Tony over there to listen.
I don't hate the look, though, from Charsky bringing that in.
Yeah.
Like, crammed there, had 6 or so seconds.
If you can't move it laterally early, you've just got to get it out of there. You can't be messing around with small ball in that space. So they're letting it stand.
Wow.
Alex D having to go strong. Keep it alive. Travel called.
Rough.
Back he goes. Play still alive. He's cut us very far away from him. That's going to trouble him. Tafer. As knee up the line, looks central to Waller. Waller's got both sides of the field to shout. You can hear the sideline shouting, throw it out to Bradley, but great run through block there by Ellie Koning. Sends the wind up. We've got numbers here for Lunchbox. They've got to keep this moving. Ellie Koning puts a big rangy backhand throw out, looking for Schwartz.
Why not?
Who takes this one in.
Koning, put the team on your back, young lady. Let's go. That is huge. Great run through D. Gets it back 2 passes later. Nice outside in backhand. What a point.
And that's how Lunchbox can win their way back into this game. They've got to move away from the idea of playing pretty ultimate, and they've just got to do what is going to work, and that is just taking the game on, taking those attacking throws, trusting your receivers.
That's unreal.
So check this here. Koning just, that closing speed, those last 3 steps, just reached out and just grabbed it out of the reach of Elise Bradley. Puts that one-time fake and then
Sell her house.
Able to send it down. Archer Shaw getting it back. And then this backhand, she's put enough angle on it that it's
so
dropped
good.
short. It didn't float long like we've seen so many other throws go in that direction.
Yeah, that is an unreal effort. As they needed that. That stems the bleeding. That's 4 breaks in a row and then a hold. So on Lunchbox, and I think they need that. They need more moments of individual brilliance to
lift
bring the whole team up. And
up.
Koning decides it'll be me, and what a point.
Bissett, Henriksen. Henriksen's got Wardle going deep, got Anderson going deep, got Patterson coming under, giving him an absolute paddock to work in. Wardle as Parks up the line.
Doesn't want it. Anderson
up the line now as well. Anderson sends it out to Parks. That's going to stay wide. That is going to stay out there. That's not going to come anywhere near back in bounds, and Lunchbox get it about 50 from goal.
Yeah, so I think for Lunchbox, this is something that they possibly can benefit from. Obviously, female matching players on this Oblivion line, very, very good receivers. Not as good as throwers as they are receivers. So
the shape of that throw from Patterson just wasn't the right choice there to try and put it over Parks' shoulder in about a 3-metre width window.
Difficult in these conditions.
Yeah. Everything well covered. Ben Suddy, not a lot of looks, has to go low and inboard.
Yeah.
Can't be cleaned up there by Chloe Riley despite her best efforts. Jess Parks, 30 from goal, centre field. Henriksen, not much activity downfield. Puts it out wide. Lockie Wardle. He's got cutters heading away from him. Henriksen with the attacking cut. There's Patterson again. Double covered this time. Well done by Lunchbox. Bissett. Huge layup bid there. Parks keeps it moving. Defenders scrambling all over the place, trying to cover as much territory as they can. Bissett taking a long look at the disc. Had no stall count to work with. Henriksen. He's got Langston in the middle. He's got Anderson heading to that high side. Puts it up to her, but puts too much angle on it. The defensive pressure from Lunchbox, they've found the next gear that they needed, Cal.
That's what we need. The other Koning on the squad, Sam Koning with a huge bid right here. Oh, just trying to take it away from Bissett, who's very calm under pressure. Takes a lot to rattle number 39 from Oblivion and the steward of the Pelicans Ultimate Club.
Set play here, all the guys heading away. Sam Koenig is the target here. He's got double coverage. Goes high, gets a hand to it. Can't secure it. Bissett with the quick restart. Parks, Bissett, Parks, Wardle. Options going deep. Wardle holds it up. Finds Henriksen, gets plenty of attention over his shoulder there, but secures the catch. He's tried to do the old non-verbal signal. This is where I want you to go, but Bissett just did not have eyes on him, and that throw's gone to no one. So Lunchbox with another chance halfway down the field.
Lunchbox taking their time to field this one, probably just getting their breath back.
Finn Daunted to pick it up. She's got both sides of the field to look at here. Drawing their stack away, opening up space for a cutter.
Nice
Great grab by Georgiadis. They've now created this high sideline. Midwa with Parks on her tail. Secures the catch this time, looking for support. Everything well covered by Oblivion in the moment. Not many options, just has to take the shot towards the middle, and Tash Langston knocks out away for her first block.
Yeah, just no real clean options there.
There's no one could get open.
It's tough, the creme and the creme holds, you know?
Henriksen sends that line looking for Anderson. It dives into her feet.
Very convenient roll.
Difficult one to catch, but that's given him very good field position.
I think Oblivion's going to stick to a match defense here, but
it's getting it done for them. We just saw in that last offensive possession there that they've got the wherewithal and the awareness and the communication to cover most of the easy options.
Just both teams now struggling when those who are typically receivers by trade get the disc.
Yeah.
Just unable to get it off this low side. It's a tough job. We're seeing even our most experienced throwers of the tournament struggling as Suddy commits another cone foul.
Bissett with the run through, but doesn't get hands on it. Well caught by Sam Koenig. Sends a throw up. Miscommunication there, but Henriksen's out ahead of that one. Gets out ahead of Daniel Burrows, who was the intended target.
Yeah, just a rush of blood to the head.
Timeout call. That's
smart.
No, it's not.
Let everyone have a breath. Let's relax.
Yeah. I think Oblivion were far more up and about. Like, Lunchbox was sort of getting slow, impatient, and I think that now they've given them a chance to reset. That's going to let them back up. So it's a huge let-off of pressure for Lunchbox with Oblivion calling that timeout, but there's nothing fundamentally wrong with the offense of Oblivion. They're all cutting well. They're all creating space. They're all finding space. Just the throws aren't connecting.
Yeah.
Whereas for Lunchbox, it's the defensive pressures forcing the turnovers. So the timeout call, I mean, sure, you've got them, use them, but
when you're up 4 breaks, why not shoot a little bit towards the end zone, though? Like, you've got a buffer.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they're leaning on a little too much at the minute, but it's going to be on Lunchbox here. They've had, 4 opportunities to break and unable to do so. And if you've got a clawback 4 in this game, you can't be wasting these opportunities.
So Oblivion, one of the higher seeds for this tournament. I think the best finish they've had at this event is silver medal, losing to Frizz Besties a couple of years ago.
Last year.
I was thinking 2 years ago, but last year was Nelson Bay. You're right, yeah. So we
I'm
set
80% sure I cursed them during that stream, so that could be my fault. I'm not saying anything this
time.
time.
Take the credit, yeah. So they've set up a 3-handler rotation here with the stack sitting far downfield. So we're looking to get it in the hands of Tom Bissett, that 1-out option at the front. He's well covered there by Sam Koenig. Having to go wide, second grab at it. Wardle comes in to meet it. Bissett, cuts coming towards him now. Parks with a great catch. She's got a couple of options looking long. She winds up, heads for Tash Langston, who grabs this off the kneecaps.
Not getting dirty, but able to scoop that one off the deck regardless.
Why lay out when you can just run quicker?
So true.
So much better shot selection there from Oblivion. They waited until they were probably well over halfway before they took that shot at the end zone.
It's nice. So we see Jess Barks. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Jess Parks gets this. She was backed at that point, which is smart. I think we've got to be doing that if you're on the Lunchbox team. You have to start backing Jess Parks, Alex Patterson. You can't be letting them run deep when obviously so many people are willing to shoot it to them. And honestly, you'd think you'd make that adjustment on someone like Langston as well. Just scores like 1,000 goals a tournament. It's ridiculous.
It's that multi-prong attack of Oblivion. Like if you manage to get Patterson out of the way, you've then got Anderson contend with. You take care of her, you've got Langston, you take care of her, you've got Goodbye, take care of her, you've got Alex Nee. Like there's just, or Hamish Menzies, you know, this roster runs incredibly deep.
Yeah, some would say they should probably just have a go at Div 1, but why do that, hey? When you can come to Div 2, have a best tournament ever.
Zach Thomas to pick up the disc for the Lunchbox. They've got a horror-ish set pretty deep though. Salisbury. Haruma taking her time. Shaw. Eyes at the end zone early, but gets the 1-2 with Bridget Walters. He's now within 10 metres. Zach Thomas finds space. Shaw getting it back, just controlling the tempo of the offense at the moment. Front corner's crowded, got to hit that high side.
Oh, yeah.
Great catch by Haruma. Shows the back end, doesn't get it out. Suddy, back to Haruma again. They're making her earn it. Her just cuts come towards her. They've switched the force. It's best up there, cutting patterns a bit, having to go backwards to Shaw. Shaw's got a couple of lateral options, doesn't like any of them. Finds June low, gets it back. Shaw putting in a shift this point. Flips the simple one up to Walters.
This kid is nuts. He looks all of 12 or 13, and he is just going to work out there. He's faster than anyone else on the field.
Just controlling offense at will, just getting it back.
I'd love to know what the force is there for Oblivion, because it looks like Shaw was just able to get any kind of backhand he wanted, but everyone else seemed to be forcing Flik. So throws backhand, runs to that break side and able to get it again. And Haruma she's so clutch. Like two very nice grabs. You see it again. Like I don't know if it's a force middle. I think because forcing backhand there, maybe force sideline or something.
Might have been a middle, but it could have just been complacency, really. Like I saw Alex Patterson at one point switch the force mid-stall count, so I'm wondering if whether that was a tactical thing or whether it was just like, hey, we've got this wrong, we're trying to get on the same page. We can hear the sideline shouting a lot.
Yeah.
But we'll try and pick up what they're doing in future points. But in the meantime, they're back on offense. 6-3 to Oblivion. And of course, the winner of this quarterfinal advances to the quarterfinals. Our projections have their opponent as SWU Ambush out of Sydney.
Rough get.
Not the quarterfinal you want to be drawing. Deep pull. This has pinned them right back. Parks. Henriksen still not out of their own end zone yet. Lots of crowding around the disc. Bissett. Cracking inside shot to Langston, to Rabba. He's got Parks heading deep, puts it out in front of her. Parks has got some work to do. Too far. And that's much better defensive pressure by Lunchbox, forcing everyone under and then challenging them on the away throws.
Yeah. Koning getting the big assignment of Jess Parks, and she's on her hip the whole time, so credit to her.
Good heat on everything, so got Quinn James to pick up the disc.
Mooncatcher's hat, I've got to say, he does have a Belgian build about him as well. Very similar to the Yonkers.
Koning.
Oh, go.
The stack's very deep.
Why not?
Shot goes up. Great catch there by James. Keeps the toe in bounds, brings it into play. 10 metres from goal, puts the wide-ranging backhand out. But Bissett.
Tall man. Tall man.
I mean, that was threatening to sort of curve back into Sam Koning, but Bissett's like, nah, we're not waiting for that. We're just going to knock it out of bounds.
That's great.
Where it is.
Oh, calls for the long shot.
He's called the shot. He's Babe Ruthed it. Winds the backhand up. He's put it out to the advantage of Tash Langston. He's put it out.
She's even cutting.
60-metre throw. How do you like it?
But he's
Menzies
free.
drawing defenders.
That's ugly.
How's the swagger on the man?
Well, I'm liking how Tash didn't even think he was going to throw it. And he's like, no. I'm still pointing. I'm still going to do it. Go deep, Langston. I'll throw it. And, you know, he did. And that's a rough get for the matchup of Langston there.
So Lunchbox did such good work to earn the turn. Got it close to their goal. See, look at this. Just says, guess where this is going, everyone. I wonder if Lunchbox thought that was like some sort of double bluff. It's like, no, that's what he's doing.
Would love to know what they've said to him. It looks like.
So Oblivion take half. 7-3, of course. Games this weekend capped at 13 points, which means the shorter half, the earlier half than normal. So as the teams take a quick break, we're going to take a quick break as well and be back with the second half in a few minutes. Back in with the second half action. Simon Talbot here with Callum Faulkner. 7-3 the score to Oblivion in our round of 16 matchup. And Cal, you were over talking to the Oblivion huddle, getting some insight onto Bissick calling his shot on that last goal. What did you discover?
Well, essentially what I've gotten back is he's a stud. But yeah, so there was a little discussion about where he should be bringing in the disc. Lunchbox saying, well, the disc went out up here, but Biss, the all-knowing, has said, well, I'm the defender. I've touched it here, and he's said that, and then he's thrown a huck almost the whole field. So
excellent rules, knowledge and use. Henriksen, Langston. They're giving the players the unders. They're doing a lot of switching at the moment. Smarter offense. Anderson back to Rabba. Rabba looking at the end zone. Plenty heading away from him. Bissick getting physical with his matchup. And good coverage there by Daniel Burrows. Forcing the throw away. It's the opportunity for Lunchbox to put one back on the board. Ben Suddy to pick up the disc. Horizontal stack. Opening cut there from Schwartz. You can see Henriksen dropping back. There's a free cutter underneath. Barrows. Looks for Schwartz. Can't get out to him. Quinn James. Taking a long look upfield. Koning.
oh,
With Parks on a hip. Parks has hit the deck but gets up and keeps going. James looking to the high side. Doesn't get it out. He's got an inside shot if he wants it. He's pointing where he wants the disc to be. Georgiadis cuts it right up, and that's because there was a pick call. So the stack's set up quite far away here, Cal.
yeah, I don't know if Lunchbox are intentionally trying to isolate the front of the stack. Pretty typical end zone look there, but they are possibly too far away with cuts coming from kind of the front and the back. So they just got to tidy this up. And
yeah, I probably wouldn't mind seeing Ellie Koning come a bit further underneath and open up some space at the back. We'll see what they go on the restart. Yeah, there we go. She's gone high. She's got time to go it again. Rabber ends up cleaning it up. Wants to shoot. Bissett. Parks a full stretch. Has Langston open. Langston has an option deep, but we could see the Lunchbox defenders dropping back, making them throw more passes. Wardle, Henriksen. Bissett getting wide. Schwartz has got to have a go at that one. Just putting that heat on everything.
that's so nice.
Bissett, Henriksen, Wardle hitting that high side. Looks for the backhand. Bissett taking a long look upfield. Lunchbox putting much better coverage on everything. Henriksen getting him way too close. Nearly causing the throwaway.
Just need a little stack adjustment from Oblivion here.
Lost a lot of yards here. Parks. Got Anderson heading away. She's gone to Langston. She's put it too far. Fantastic defense by Lunchbox there. Forced that error out of Oblivion.
Yeah, look, I think Jess Parks is a little unlucky there. Look, actually took a bit of a bump when she slipped down the other end of the field. She looked a bit tentative getting up, but still happy to move. Now has to play defense on Koning, who looks to be one of the main targets here for Lunchbox.
Schwartz going deep.
He's so free.
Burrows just completely looked off.
He's still free. There we go.
It's because Henriksen's sitting deep waiting for that huck, so Burrows just needs to really get busy and take these options up. But Ben Suddy's just wound up. He's thrown it to Quinn James. He's got the one-on-one. He's got two to beat. He's going to get up. He's got the position. And there's the goal.
There's a break.
Lets them know about it. Great celebration there from the Lunchbox crew to bring it to 7-4.
1 down, 4 to go for Lunchbox. And like you said, Henriksen reading deep for the huck, but not the other people. Bissett's peeled off there to chase down, be another body. What we don't need from the Oblivion players is having two front hip.
They've covered the same spot, yeah.
Yeah, and like it's, look at this guy, he's like 6'5" and he's all limb.
The play is there is for one of them to go in front, one of them to go behind and kind of sandwich them for position.
Yep.
Not put anybody on, but just leave James with nowhere to go, nowhere to adjust. But if you're covering the same spot,
play at the disc, but also don't play at the disc.
Don't play at the disc.
Let it go over the top. Like, the wind was always going to affect it. And James had that read the whole time. He just, kind of pushed him in, peeled back, got the free goal. So I don't hate that look either. Like, if it's Quinn James going deep and he's, got the height mismatch, why not? I mean, that's pretty much what Belgium do anyway, and he's got the hat on. So, let it fly.
As we see results coming in from other pre-quarters in one quarter-final tomorrow, we've got Blob out of Melbourne who'll face Garnier. The other quarter-final, Frizz Besties out of Sydney, one of the tournament favourites, will be coming up against Southern Hills Summit, who we saw get up over the incredible Hucks earlier today. Rabber, Bissett. Taking their time to get to the stack. They've isolated Henriksen at the front. Alex Patterson's gone deep, and she's well covered, but the shot goes up anyway. Patterson's got the height.
Bang.
Good effort there by Bridget Walters to make a contest of it, but Patterson too dominant.
Must, and that's going to be, that's a set play that Oblivion have drawn up, and it's not very creative. Get Henriksen. It could be anyone. Get them in an isolated space at the front of the stack. Let them get the disc. Patterson's going to shoot deep from the back of the stack. And then, she was covered the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, there's very little respect shown to Walters there, which is, unfortunate for her. But, it's a great result for Oblivion, and honestly, it's going to work quite often, you'd think.
It also requires discipline from everyone else not to streak to the end zone and draw extra defenders in. So having the discipline to go right, we're leaving one free at the front, one free at the back. We're all going to hold our space, keep our defenders engaged. We've seen a lot of teams this weekend, once they get that first or second look, 3 or 4 people then cut at once.
Henriksen on the sideline, saying what we're all thinking. She's OP. You can't stop Patterson when she's going to stay on. She's going to back up.
There's no doubt she's making these throws look good. So checking the other pre-quarter action, Mr. Worldwide and Adley's Eshays in a Melbourne derby. We think Mr. Worldwide are up in that one. Langley's Hill Summit seems like a close one. We'll try and get a score from that one at some point. And then SWU seem to be in control over Adobo. Of course, they face the winner of this game. Quinn's got the 9-iron out, put plenty of air underneath this one, and Patterson getting it done at both ends of the field. Gets it moving, Bradley. Puts high floaty one. Patterson's having to reel back and get this one. Tafer's completely free, but again, another loose throw. This one's cleaned up by Jessie Schwartz. Lunchbox have a chance to put in another break here. The shot's gone up, looking wide.
So
Jessie Schwartz, isn't he having a game?
That's such a nice throw from Sam Koning.
I think just a little bit of complacency there when Oblivion got done at the restart. They just weren't tight throws. They were just sort of like, let's just get this out of the hand. It'll be okay. But Schwartz with the double happiness. Getting up for the block and then just makes a beeline for the end zone. And Sam Koenig just had eyes for no one else. Perfectly weighted throw.
Just another young man on this Lunchbox squad who clearly has it all in front of him. Like, that's such a nice throw.
But of course, one part of the equation, Cal, is that yes, you put your offensive goals in, but offense can't win your games. It can only lose them. Your defense needs to win games, so you need to get the block and the conversion. They'll need to do that, well, at least 3 times. But never count them out.
What?
Lunchbox, the club, obviously at the last World Club Championships, got themselves a bronze medal, but they've had a fairly substantial roster turnover there. Quite a number of their players are over at the World Beach Ultimate Championships at the moment. So again, they've isolated Per Henriksen at the front of the stack, and then from the cutters, we'd expect probably Langston to be the eventual target of this one. Grabber. Langston free, she's come under. Cutter's heading away now. Engages Henriksen. Henriksen well covered by Thomas. Parks provides the option. Wardle.
There it is.
With the nice little 1-2 with Parks. Well, we thought she might have slowed down a little bit before, but it seems to have shown no signs of that.
Just a minor bump, I guess. That's all it was. Maybe I was reading into things, but yeah, Jess Parks just shooting up line. That is a really, really great job from Lunchbox defensively, though. So Archer Shaw quickly becoming one of my favourite players. I don't know how he ripped that. It's landed in the middle of the end zone. And then really nice defense, particularly the handler set here. Like, stops that first look completely. It's just, yeah, such a tough job. Yeah, sure, you stop their first move, and then what? Like, Jess Parks is there. She wasn't really in that initiating, like we were expecting, the front of the stack, back of stack, and Jess Parks was fielding the pool, and now she's up line, and
just she's everywhere. I'm keeping my eyes on Lockie Wardle this game. The number of times he's timed that flow cut to just be open exactly when and where Oblivion have needed that let-out pass or to keep the offense going. He's just sort of sitting back in the stack and just sort of waiting for things to unfold and then just picking his line and going for it. He doesn't sort of hover, hesitate. He just sits back, attacks, and he's just allowing them to keep possession so many times when it looks like Lunchbox have their number. Yeah,
just a smart player. Lots of experience, and here we go. We're going to run it back.
Zone in the corner.
I think Quinn James just said something to Tafer. Said, maybe I'm not going to do it again. So here we go. The sideline trap. Tafer on the mark. We've got Kara and Bradley forming the rest of this trap. And there we go. He's away, ladies and gentlemen. Quinn James is back.
Deep in their own end zone. Not quite out of jail yet. Not many options. Pops it up over the top to Koning. Koning having a look downfield. He's got a couple of options in that sort of mid-range. Burrow's completely free. Quinn James has disappeared towards the end zone. Ben Suddy having to double back to retain possession. James coming back in. So they're letting him have the backwards and sideways ones and then just really locking down on their opportunities to go forward. Georgiadis.
They just need something in this like mid-range. They've got absolutely no one. They've got Liza Koning deep. They've got Burrows. Like, it's just there's
James
no flow once they get through. Here we go.
Burrows has got a lot of options, but playing safe offense.
Don't want to get too trapped on this sideline. It's very enticing, and that's
that's garbage.
Bang!
He's cleaned it up, but
the
risky shot.
Flick, the exact same flick he just threw. Liam Patterson
sticking the jerk in.
Best looking man in Ultimate.
This time doing it cleanly.
It's a great block. Good closing speed from the big man.
That scuba pass, I mean, it connected, but it gave the defence so much time. So much float to go, right, well, that's over there. We're just going to all double back and guard the end zone now. So, knee. Not much coming towards him. Has a long look. Waller and knee winding up. These two handled a bit together in the Open Club season. So well aware of how each other play, what they like to do. So they'll be both bouncing around a little bit until one can get the clear shot out. There we go. Waller having to go full stretch. Just a little bit out of reach for him. And another opportunity for Lunchbox. Suddy looking bored. Everyone well guarded. Goes around. James having a retreat. Heads wide, he's put way too much air underneath that, puts Geordie Jardins in all sorts of trouble. Tafer with the intercept. Knee, he's got Tafer long. James is going to run him down, but not quite. It is just the best way to throw you could possibly imagine for. And Ethan Tafer reels that one in.
Oh, there's a goal. Yeah, Knee is not happy with that, and I don't blame him.
I was real happy with my commentary dropping that one too. So it'll come back to Knee. It's whether it was called on Knee or Waller, so they're having a chat. Waller giving us a hand signal. Good on him for that. Contested travel. So everyone will head back to where they were. Let's see if we go have a look at it. So it was the... This will give go 1, 2... Yeah, a bit of a ballerina pivot there. Drag the foot on the throw. This time keeps it well planted. This time looking for Jules Kabai. And that is in that back corner. She's kept her feet in bounds. And that time does an even better weighted throw.
I don't exactly know how Kabai gets that starting position based on everything else, but she's there in the right spot.
She just put the head down and went.
And yeah, Coney's done all she could.
How's the field awareness for her too? Just to sort of straighten up a little bit right as she catches it. But keeps her eyes on the disc the entire time. Says, I'll sort of shift my feet in bounds just to make sure of it. I'll get possession, then see whether I'm in or not.
What about the rest? Yeah, disc first, mindset.
Too often you see players like think they can get away with a quick sneaky check of the line as they're about to catch it, and then sort of look up and all of a sudden the disc is where it was half a second ago. So it isn't that the best response you want for a travel on a long throw, getting called back, is just to do it again. Isn't that sending a statement?
Get the reload, chuck it again as they now get that break back that they lost earlier out of half. So, yep, 4 breaks up for Oblivion.
Bradley with a roller pull. It's going to pin him close to the sideline. Kacharski.
Lovely.
Haruma. Salisbury. Everything well covered in close. Lunchbox cutters also creating. They got 4 behind the disc. It's a bit of a loose-ish zone. I think they'll transition shortly, if not now already. But everything well covered. They're sort of willing to really sag off their man, and Haruma's just having to send it long. Kabai going back. Sadi had to pull out of that one. Collision between 2 teammates. Everyone happy to leave it?
Yeah,
no call in the end.
If you
call. They're discussing back at the throw.
Yeah, look, if it's a travel, I think you should probably retract it and keep the turnover.
No, so what's happened is everyone was moving after that stoppage was called, so it's like, well, we can't just set up. We've got to wait for the resolution. But I think after a turnover, you're really discussing details at that point. Waller to pick up.
AP's gone.
Puts a long loopy throw, looking for Patterson. Celebrity's doubled back, but Patterson's just running underneath her. Got fingertips to it, didn't quite reel it in. Well played by Celebrity there just to get to where she thought the fall of the disc was going to be and hold her position rather than try and make it an aerial contest. Thomas unleashes, sends it, looking for Will Suddy. Tafer's there, runs, just beats him to that position. Goes the clap catch intercept. He's overcooked that throw, and that's a run-through block. And that has lifted this Lunchbox team. They've got to convert this one. Haruma on the doorstep. Puts it wide, fakes plenty of people out, but urges someone to come near her. She's having a laugh. Under no pressure at all. Has a long look around. Heads backwards. Kat Salisbury. And a foul called in the cutting space. I think a bit of an inadvertent forearm thrown out at some point. Accepted call. That gives everyone pause. This will be an opportunity for everyone on Lunchbox to catch their breath. Now they're just asking the game, checking in with the game advisor just what the outcome should be. They've agreed with the foul. And so I think the moment that it happened, it was still with Akari Haruma. So just go back to air. Everyone will return to where they were. So she's still got Celebrity as that bailout, but it wouldn't surprise me if she had one last look at Kacharski for like a sort of one-step jab to get open.
I mean, this is working in Oblivion's favour a lot.
Yeah.
Haruma was on a very high stall count before she hit that bailout. It's come in at 6, which is must have been an offensive foul. I wouldn't have thought it affected that last throw. Yeah, well, there you go. Lunchbox get the goal.
And there we go. Fantastic play there from Walters. the run-through block and the goal in the end. She's decided, well, if no one else is going to do it, I'm going to do it. But yeah, again, that worked in Lunchbox's favour, that pause, and I think that would have been enough time for Bridget Walters to sort of sit back and go, right, well, if I was at that front, here's where I would move. So if I sort of sit back here for 2 seconds, we see the great anticipation on the run-through block there, and just beats Bradley to that front space. So
I would be fuming if I'm Tafer there. I've been told to move back an inch, if even that. And it's just created enough time for the run-through block to come through, and you just can't be caught standing still, I guess, if you're the receiver there. But
so 10-6 the score. We're just sort of, what a score there. We're getting a few turnovers, a few stoppages, so supports are going on longer than you'd expect, but it's not really making, they're not making any kind of dent in the margin here, so they've got to lift up and sort of see what Walters is able to do for them at that point, what Thomas has been able to do. Everyone else has got to respond now on Lunchbox. Send a message. Roller pool, putting it out to the side. Park's having to chase that into the playground, so this will be enough time for both teams to take a breath, set up. So they're running with the vert stack again. They've got Eriksson isolated at the front of the stack, and then
who else?
We can see Alex Patterson sitting at the back, and Salary's got the job on that. She's starting about 3 metres deep. So we can sort of predict what's going to happen there. Schwartz sticks the juke in.
Get it to
says, not today. Gets it ahead of Henriksen, and that gives them great field position.
I don't know if that was what they drew up. So I like the idea of Bissett clearing up line and Henriksen getting kind of that flick around Phil, but
Quinn James has got a couple of isolated. They can't find space. He's looking high side. Out to Koning. Koning wants that low side. Schwartz obliges. Salisbury can't get it clear. Madoir can't get clear. James has got an option high side. Doesn't like it. He's looking for Koenig, who slips and falls. Can't get free. And eventually just spent too long looking for a downfield option. Had to force one out to DeDaunton. But she had Alex Patterson right on her hip.
Yeah, Koenig unlucky just to lose her footing there. Her lateral movement is disgusting. Like that is, she has got a very, very twitchy step.
Yeah.
Very dangerous at the front of the stack.
Bissett looking at a horizontal stack now. This time getting to the advantage of Henriksen. Alex Patterson has disappeared. You can see her top left of screen. Park's fighting for position.
That's a lovely feel.
Anderson with the easy under. Has a long look upfield, no dump to speak of. Parks comes in, puts the pressure on. Koenig right in her hip. Parks sends a long flat shot looking for Wardle, who again, we've highlighted him before, has been able to just attack at exactly the right moment when needed. He had James, he drew the attention of James, who was patrolling that deep space, but he's just gone towards that back corner, backed in Parks' throw. And Oblivion punch in there, 11th goal.
And James was looking for that.
Sorry?
He was looking at that at the back of the stack. He saw what was eventuating in front of him, and I think just such a AP just plays him out.
I think he was expecting probably a loopier throw from Parks. I think he was sort of thinking, this is in the air, this is to my advantage. But Parks just put it low, flat, direct. Straight to the advantage of Wardle. Couldn't have asked for a better throw there. So Lunchbox have called a timeout. And I mean, with the margin of 5, it's wondering what impact you have at this point. But I think they're just going for one last-ditch effort. Put a goal on the board, get a break, and all of a sudden it's within 3 goals. I mean, we haven't even ticked over an hour into this game. So there's plenty of time. But it starts with, has to be a clean hold here if we're going to give them any kind of sniff here.
Four breaks is
it's a big ask. It is a big ask. Not impossible though.
I think based on everything we're seeing and the daps that are getting around on the Oblivion line, it's going to be the same kind of sideline trap as we...
In the meantime, we were having a quick look up at the adjacent field. SW SWU, Southwestern Ultimate. Looks like they've got the W there over Adobo. No, maybe not. Adobo's still going to the line. That game's still going, but we think that Ambush are in control there. Haruma. Kacharski. Happy to just bounce around, keep possession. Zach Thomas, Kacharski, no deep options to speak of. Has to go through the middle, out of reach of Shaw. Knee to Waller. Unguarded at the moment, but everyone busy setting up the stack. Bradley. They're not sort of going for many fly options at the moment. They're sort of going bit by bit as we go. And Alex Knee
You grabbed that?
has... I can't. I'm speechless. How on earth did that happen?
This guy can do no wrong. Archie Shaw, is on him. But he's completely guarded on that upline cut. At least vertically. You know, they have to throw around both of them in what is a less than savoury throw. And
the Alex Knee's catching radius is double his height. If he can get it within 3 metres of him in any direction, it's his disc. So it was a tight throw. Like it was thrown to a 2-on-1. It was diving late. And
it's trailing edge with the right hand. Like that's rough. That is a tough thing to do, and he's gone and done it. I mean, you see him on the line there, just checking the skin, seeing if it's all still there. And look, it probably isn't, but yeah, that's an exceptional grab. And look, Bradley's done him no favours.
And look, if it wasn't already decided, I think we can probably call this one now. So 12-6.
I say nothing to this Oblivion team. I am afraid.
You've put a curse on them before, Cal. But it looks like they've been able to overcome it this time. Waller to pull. Wide rangey backhand. That will land just in bounds. Not quite. Probably probably about a foot in that one. It would have put them in that corner again against their zone. But instead they'll get the free 20 metres.
And they are setting it up. Tafer, Kara, and Bradley up on the brick mark.
They've done a fantastic job, those three at the front. They work so well together in holding that shape and not just allowing any gaps to open up. Georgiadis, Suddy. They're closing him into this near corner here to Daunton. Georgiadis. Now they trap the
Kara
through the fingertips of Kara there. Suddy takes advantage, puts it out to the advantage of Sam Koenig. Right on the doorstep now.
Oh.
Nice easy shot to Moudoir, who's not inbound. So she goes back to Schwartz, puts a nice loopy throw out. One-handed by to Daunton. Keeps possession. They've held this zone. Trying to push him to the near sideline. Forsk another risky shot. Koenig back to Schwartz. Schwartz wants to go high side, but that's well covered by the zone. Gets the 1-2, resets the stall count. This time about 10 out, then puts it over to that high side. Georgiadis has Moudoir high side, but chooses to look elsewhere for a couple. Takes a couple of grabs at that one. Tafer accepting that foul call straight away. He thought she was going to let go of that one, was ready to move. And it's bent the disc in half by accident.
Too strong. Georgiadis.
Oh, it's the chest mark from Georgiadis there that did a number on it.
And that's not the first time a commentator said that, I believe. Somewhere in the AFL, possibly.
Another bladey shot out. Georgiadis reading that well. Knee having a sniff, but not close enough. Schwartz. Back to Koenig. They've pushed him back well past their brick mark now. Now we're moving forward. Patterson's just patrolling that deep space, so they're just not willing to put it up and top. They need two cutters to split him. One in each corner, one on each side. Georgiadis. If they close in towards him, just makes his job easier. So Koenig having a long look at this low side where Burrows is just sort of camped out just off the right of screen there, but Schwartz to Daunton. taking what they're given at the moment, getting pushed to this near sideline. They're right on the corner now. We've seen Schwartz go wide and over the top before. Kara is all over that one. This is going to be a high stall count. There's a double team called. That's a bit of a relief. Schwartz taking a long time with this. Pops it up over the top to Koning. Koning centre field to Daunton. Burrows is there, well covered.
Just think Koning to be more aggressive once he gets that next shot. The cup is taking a long time now as they're tiring out to put it on. Just get some give goes, be more aggressive. Like
Georgiades, Simindwa, Suddy. Now we're starting to move it a bit quicker. Now the gaps are going to be opening up.
It's so slow. It needs to be faster.
Yeah, Koning's urging someone to come towards him. I think his teammates are expecting him to take that bladey shot into the end zone. So he's moved upfield now. Mudwa. Georgiades full stretch. Puts it up over the top. Waller's read that one out of their hand. They've shown their hand a bit too often. He's picked it up. Waller's gone deep, but he's covered by Schwartz. Patterson. Back to knee. They haven't sorted out their matchups yet. Timeout called.
It's match point.
Why do teams do this, Cal? They had the advantage. I don't know if they realised it, but Lunchbox had they did not have their defensive matchup sorted. But I think it also more, maybe he just wanted to give his cup runners a bit of a break. You're sort of expecting them to then generate a deep cut after having just run however many shuttle runs across the field.
Get the other 4 people in the zone then to to do it. Like it's call the timeout. It's match point. It's match point.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Soak it in, get all the time on stream you can. But
I would have been pointing at Liam Patterson and said, yes, you're a big fella, but you covered about 14 steps there. Maybe you can go get a deep one.
Why not? I mean, Waddle was in, seemed like he still had plenty of breath to give.
Yeah. So, expect to see a set play. So, Knee's got this one centre field, about 38 metres to goal. Sorry, wrong side of halfway. So that's probably about 45 metres to goal. They'll probably try and set up a very shallow stack to isolate someone deep. I think Jules Kabay might end up being the final target here, I think. So she'll start from the front of stack. So obviously what happens now, that's Bradley just saying, sorry, but I would like to be there.
A little windmill kind of play, maybe.
Yeah. So
see it go break side and then deep.
So the call out of the timeout. So offense has to set up where they want. Once they're positioned, they can no longer move, and then defense set up. So you can see Patterson at the back of the stack. You probably want to put someone like Koenig's going to that matchup. There. So Kabay's isolated at the front of the stack here. They've opened up the space for her. She's one out with Finn to Daunton. Cuts heading away from her, but they're all well covered. Burrows and Knee having a good physical battle around the disc. Tafer getting that option on the high side. Having to go negative yards. Has gone out of reach of Tafer. Well covered there by Schwartz. He's had a terrific game.
He's missed it. He's missed the pick up.
Go pick it up. Actually, maybe not.
It's a sign. It's a sign from the universe, sir. It's like Coney and go to work. He might just throw that, and he does.
Shot's gone up. Bodies will be underneath this one. Schwartz has to go for it and just cops a nasty knock to the head there. Right on the chin. So they'll stop and have a look at that one. I don't think there was much in that.
Everyone's closing in on the one space.
Yeah. So Waller came in from the side, and I think he's already said, that's you can see the grimace from Waller after that one. He doesn't feel good about that. So I think Waller will be happy for him to call that foul. Yep, he's saying, that's my fault, that one.
That's very good spirit.
Yeah.
I think if Waller wants to be a bit nasty, you could probably say, well, we're all closing in on the one space. No one really has line when the disc is just dropping in like that. And
so it's gone out of reach of Tafer, and then
it's very unfortunate. Schwartz is trying to reach over someone else, and that it's very accidental contact. So
look,
everyone displaying good spirit.
Yep, retracted call in the end.
Just a bunch of top-notch blokes out there. Wow,
just for the love of the game. So maybe what the call is in the end that yes, there was a contact, but maybe Schwartz was like, well, I didn't really have a go at it. So even if you weren't here, and even if you didn't bump me, I didn't really have a play at that. So
yeah, well, knee had him covered. It looked like so.
Great chat. Like, fantastic to actually have those conversations, work out what happened, try and find the fairest outcome, not trying to win the argument.
Exactly, and glad that Schwartz is okay.
Yeah.
Hefty knock. We're going to see as Wallace going to just
Wallace
send
sends the
this
throw up,
to
looking for Tafer. It's drifted away from him. He's tracking this well. He catches it, not quite in bounds on the line. Kara's there in support. So is Patterson. Plenty of lunchbox defenders there. He's got a few looks. Looks backwards instead. Knee on the doorstep into the lap of Elise Bradley, and that closes it out for Oblivion 13-6. They are through to the quarterfinals.
Yep, really nice point. When you got Tafer running deep like that, boy's got wheels, and yeah, Waller's always going to throw that every day of the week. Like, that is his bread and butter there. So finds the open man, and Tafer's sides. How about 2 more passes before we finish this game, and doesn't jump it in?
And I think if we've got an opportunity to, we might be swinging up for a bit of bonus content. As we see that shot from Waller, he's just gone the wide outside in backhand out to the advantage of Tafer despite the 2-on-1. And good patience by Tafer there too. He had a couple of looks, but then went, actually, you know what? I'm going to turn away from the end zone and maintain our possession. Finds knee, and then knee finds Bradley open on that break side. So great effort by Lunchbox in the end. They were competitive right on up until that last point. Now, on the adjacent field, we've got SWU versus Adobo still underway. We've just seen a celebration there, so...
Edmund Fung has just released an absolute laser over Flik Huck to his receiver in the end zone, who was guarded by 2 different people. Doesn't deter the man.
Yeah.
Number 20 from SWU. Shooter. You see the spirit circle from Oblivion Lunchbox giving each other praise in what was a pretty well-spirited game. Bit of physical argy-bargy out there, but to be expected when, we're getting to the pointy end of the tournament. These teams' quality is increasing. That kind of contact is more welcomed, given from and taken from both teams. So,
and look, a pretty rough matchup in the end for Lunchbox to cop Oblivion in the round of 16. Lunchbox are probably a top 8 standard team, but I mean, you've got to win the matchups you're faced with. So we head to the quarterfinals tomorrow morning, where this is our last game for the day here on day 2 of the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2. But we've got 5 games for you tomorrow, Cal. 5 games. We've got quarterfinal, we'll have a semi-final, and we've got both medal games. So we're just trying to get an update from the other quarterfinal if we can. So 11-4 SWU are up, so it looks like it'll be Oblivion versus SWU. We're going to have that quarterfinal for you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. local time, which is about 13 and a half hours from now if you don't want to do the conversion of your time zone. After that will be a semi-final action. Then we're going to have a special game. We're going to have the 9th place playoff. It's not often we get to look at the final bracket, but it's something for the lower teams to play for. And then we will have back-to-back bronze medal game, gold medal game. So plenty of action coming to you free and live on Ulti TV. Don't forget, you can also check out the New Zealand Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2. Plenty of action for you. Thanks to the Australian Flying Disc Association for putting us on. Thanks to the City of Logan and the Beenleigh Multisports Association for hosting this tournament. Cal Faulkner, it's been a fantastic day. It's been great with your company. We hope you've enjoyed our company. Simon Talbot signing off. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ulti.tv.